You want me to do this?
Right.
Because I tell you what the trick is. You go, ow.
Here's what's happening in your world this morning.
Deliverance was your first film, and still you feel the best one you've been in.
Yes. It's been all downhill. The whole film career. Look,
I don't know. I guess it just hasn't had a chance to sink in yet. It's funny how your whole life can change in 1 second.
The worst boys in London. Even that's polite. The worst boys in London. If you dare to take a bite.
You're good. See, I told you, he's good. Go on.
By the time I got to high school, the kids had made up this really mean nickname for me just because I had hairy legs.
What'd they call you?
Rose with the hairy legs.
Listen, there's no big secret to winning football. It's just doing what these guys do every game. Just go out and give it your best.
Thanks, Mr. Madden.
Thanks, Mr.
Holy 2022.
Everyone feeling healthy and vibrant?
I feel great.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
I was talking to Kyle.
Hey.
I was talking to Cal too when I said thank you.
Everybody talk to me.
Oh, I missed you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the audience, by the way.
I'm talking to the microphone.
Oh, here we are. First episode of the 22s.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's only a singular 22, huh?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
makes
what do
sense.
they call this decade? The Roaring 20s?
Roaring 20s, I
The
guess.
shitty 20s.
Yeah.
Am I right?
The COVID 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh off of COVID over here. I don't know about you guys.
I didn't get it. I
got
just
it.
got food poisoning. I got the old-fashioned COVID.
Nice.
My mom poisoned me.
Yeah. Others in my family got some variation of it, but I did not.
Damn.
So what was it like? Did you go through a really tough time?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up. I felt kind of sick. I had like a fever one day, and then the next day I woke up and I had some Dr. Pepper on the table in front of me, and I drank it.
Ugh.
Drank it.
Your voice is cracking.
I drank it, guys.
I drank it, and I became a
This
14-year-old
is an emotional moment. And then I tried to drag it.
Yeah, but that's one of the rare side effects. You have to go through puberty again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Bobby Brady over here.
Yep. Couldn't taste the Dr. Pepper, but I was like, oh, it's been sitting out for a while. You know, it's flat. You know,
Yeah.
I'll just go to the fridge, get a little bit more. Couldn't
Flat
taste that.
soda has a taste as well, though.
Well, you know.
Wait, so that had been out for like an entire day, the Dr. Pepper? And you just
No, it was like a few hours, but
okay.
in my brain, I was just like, you know, I'm in denial a little bit here. Let's go have some bubbly soda, and then I couldn't taste that. Went to go brush my teeth, couldn't taste the mint, and then I had a thing of Vicks Vapor Rub. I opened it and started huffing it, couldn't smell that, so I was like, well, I got it.
Wow. So you just self-diagnosed yourself with COVID.
Well, then I went to the doctor and got 2 tests, tested negative twice, and then like 4 days later, I tested again positive.
Wow. So it took a while to really hit your bloodstream or something?
I guess. I don't know.
It can take days to gestate or whatever they call it
Yeah.
to show up, actually.
When it was all said and done, it was like 2 weeks of a cold. It was fine.
Yeah.
Other than the first day of...
Well, because you got the vaccine, so maybe that it lessened the effects and it was good for you.
Hey, I don't know. I'm Team Q on this one.
Oh, God. Here we go.
No, Kyle prefers the COVID. It's just no big deal, and it's
Yeah.
like the flu.
It's nothing.
It's ivermectin. You doing all that stuff?
Nah, I'm not rich enough for that.
Oh, is that pricey?
I think so.
Oh, really?
I don't
didn't
know. It's like all the celebrities are doing it.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no like
Well, you're sort of a
one
celebrity.
of us. Yeah. To my mom.
Yeah.
I'm also the most handsome boy in the whole world.
Really?
Yeah. To my mom.
Unconfirmed.
Well, I'm glad you recovered.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys too.
Were you like, you weren't huffing and puffing or anything? You were just kind of like...
No, after I was already like cleared of it,
Yeah.
then I started to get winded.
Okay.
It was weird. It never affected my breathing. And then I noticed when I was like at work or whatever, I couldn't breathe. And I was like, God damn, this sucks.
Yeah.
But
Generally, they say you're not supposed to go to work when you have COVID.
yeah, well, after I was cleared.
Oh, after you were
Yeah,
cleared,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you didn't expose anyone.
Not in that way.
I have no follow-up questions.
Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm
The prosecution rests.
I'm good too. I don't need to know any more about this.
anymore. So,
Yeah. Well, we're here today anyway to go over things we missed in 2021. We got a lot of comments on YouTube in our Memoriam episode.
A lot of shit talkers out there.
Yeah, a lot of people that are like, hey, you missed this person, this person, this person. And we did.
And why did you do that person?
Yeah.
No one cared about them.
Yeah. And then, obviously, Betty White dies after we record the episode.
Bombshell death.
John Madden,
Yeah.
a lot of people died after we did the episode.
Boom.
So, boom!
I mean,
back to Connected.
How could we possibly have gotten to Betty White in time? We would have had to record the In Memoriam episode on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, as the ball's
then
dropping.
Cut it together.
Cut it and get it out there
Yeah.
by the afternoon.
We're good, but we're not that good. Okay.
Yeah. We're not Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was going to say Superman, but it felt like Spider-Man's more relevant lately.
Yeah, he's known for throwing together a podcast last minute.
We should introduce ourselves.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm Kyle Plouffe.
I'm still Mark Mulcairn here in 2022.
And I'm still Alejandro Dowling.
Boo. That was very Michael Buffer of you. I like that,
Thank
that
you.
delivery.
Let's get ready to podcast.
Good thing you didn't say it because he owns that. He'll come
I know.
after us if we say it.
Right.
I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's get started here.
yeah, let's get started. Who did we miss, Kyle?
Well, are we doing the 2022 misses or a quick rundown?
Oh, yeah, we can go over who's 2022 is already starting out to be quite the year.
A death a year.
Yeah, let's go over some of the recent ones.
America's Dad is probably the biggest one that just happened. Mr. Bob Saget.
Oh, yeah.
That
a
was
rough
pretty
one.
shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's shocking in the fact that they said there's no foul play, no drugs. I mean, I guess he was 65, but still
I think
it seems
it's-
young.
I think I was telling you this when we were watching the Patriots the other day. It's easy to hide that stuff. It's easy to hide. Like if he took the last pill that he had, there's not going to be like drugs and stuff all on a table, right?
Right.
I guess, but I don't know. It's just very weird. It could be prescription stuff, and then you can hide that too because you can just not release the coroner's report. But yeah, as long as there's not like syringes and stuff out, then police will be like, it didn't seem like drugs.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Poor guy, just in a Florida hotel.
I know that sucks.
Out of nowhere, he just dies like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, God, I hope I don't die in a Florida hotel.
I shouldn't be assuming it was drugged or anything. It probably
No,
wasn't.
yeah.
But he seemed healthy.
Yeah. He was still running around doing shows. He was just starting a tour.
Mm-hmm.
Did shows at a theater, 2 sold-out shows in the theater, and then the next day, gone.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Nice hotel, though. It was a Ritz.
Yeah.
Right, the Ritz-Carlton.
People took to Twitter to say that he died because of the vaccine.
Who are these people you're following on Twitter that are saying it's
Q.
the vaccine? Oh, so you just follow Q.
That's the only person I follow.
Well, he had COVID recently that he recovered from.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he was vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it also could have been COVID that killed him.
Yeah, maybe Kyle gave it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps.
But he was still touring pretty steadily.
Yeah.
He was obsessed
That,
with it, yeah.
All of a sudden you hear about someone they're still touring. I would never believe in a million years. I just thought he was living off his Full House money and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's so funny too because I didn't realize how dirty his stand-up was back in the day. I knew it was now, but I thought it was all done after his sitcom life because it's hey, I was in America's Funniest Home Videos and Full House, and now me saying really dirty stuff is really funny.
Yeah.
But I saw his Dangerfield young comedian special on HBO.
I saw that too.
Oh my
I saw
God.
a clip from it on Twitter. It was good though.
He was talking about how he married a 7-year-old, and he's like, I'm nuts over her. She's this tall.
That's a great joke.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much all jokes about being a pedophile.
Yeah.
And then they put him on America's Funniest Home Videos and Full House after that.
Well, credit to the people that did Full House because they're they must have known about this, material he had. But
Yeah.
it was all a bit. It was all inside, he's not really that person.
Well, they've definitely knew on Full House because there was a story that came out after he died where he admitted to when they didn't have a stand-in for the Olsen twins, so they would put a doll there. And during rehearsals, he would like pick up the doll and fuck it.
Oh my God. No, he's not doing like insertion on the doll.
Like he'd
mock it. Yeah.
Yeah, do like dumb act outs.
Yeah.
I remember the roast of Bob Saget.
Yeah.
Where I think they weren't allowed to bring up the Olsen twins.
Oh, they brought them up.
They did bring them up though.
A lot.
But maybe there wasn't a real rule.
It was all pedophile jokes.
Yeah, it was
and rape jokes.
Beginning to end, yeah.
And it actually was a thorn in Bob Saget's side in his later years.
Really?
In particular, Gilbert Gottfried got up there, and his big joke was he just made a statement saying, "It is untrue that Bob Saget raped and murdered a girl in 1990.
Murdered?
Oh, I forgot about that.
So remember, he did not rape and murder a girl in 1990.
Well, that's what you expect when you get Gilbert Gottfried, then.
But there's the younger generation on YouTube and Reddit and all over the internet, when they got wind of those clips, they believed where there's smoke, there's fire. And so there's a whole group of younger people that believe,
like a Reddit community,
that believe that Bob Saget is a pedophile or was a pedophile and was up to no good.
Yeah.
And then there's people, arguing with them on the internet as well, saying like, "Are you kidding me? That was just a joke. It's a joke."
Well, it's actually really crazy because it did permeate culture apparently, because after he died, the day of, I told two friends of mine, and they were like, "Good, fuck him, he's a pedophile." And I was like, "No, he's not." Yeah. And they were like, "No."
Is it the assumption because he did work with the Olsen twins on that show as their father, or is it just...
I think it might be his humor plus the whole Reddit thing that blew up on the internet.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. Very weird.
I never even knew about this kind of subculture of people that all talk about online about Bob Saget. Who has time in their day to be doing this stuff?
I mean, it's ridiculous because they were just jokes, but needless to say, there's no evidence he was a bad guy. In fact,
beloved.
To the contrary.
Yeah, he was loved by a lot of people.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Yes.
The other one before that was Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. I just remember for some reason on South Park. Remember they had the Sidney Poitier monster fought Barbara Streisand monster.
Oh yeah,
Mekka Streisand.
Sidney Poitier.
One of the early episodes of South Park.
Yeah, that's the only time I watched it.
And
I only
Robert
watched
Smith
it.
from The Cure saved everybody.
Right.
Rochambeau, you fought it. Remember Rochambeau was like a big thing
Kick
on
him
there?
in the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Smith of the Cure. Robert Smith of the Cure. Those announcers were so funny.
Yeah. Well, before South Park, he was a big deal in Hollywood.
Yeah, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Yeah, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Great movie. And he was the first black actor to win Academy Award for Best Actor.
Yeah.
Lilies of the
talented guy.
Field.
Yeah.
My favorite movie, Sneakers.
Yeah, he with Dan
Favorite movie
Aykroyd.
ever? Or favorite
No,
Sidney
favorite
Poitier movie?
Sidney Poitier
Oh,
movie.
got you.
Yeah.
More
Favorite
than
movie ever. Let's
Big
get like
sneakerhead.
Yeah, I am a sneakerhead. You got to watch that movie. River Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a who's who of
River Phoenix
dead
and Sidney
people.
Poitier were in
Robert
the same
Redford.
movie?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
never even heard of this movie.
They didn't have a lot of lines together, as I
Yeah.
remember, but it was like an ensemble piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right up there. It's Sneakers, then In the Heat of the Night, and then Lilies of the Field.
Yeah.
Those are the great movies he was in.
I'll take your word on
Strike
some of those.
1, 2, and 3 for me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
I got another bit of trivia for you.
Uh-oh.
He also directed a movie called Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby.
Oh, he directed that.
That's hilarious. I
Yes.
remember Ghost Dad.
I do remember
very
Ghost Dad,
well.
yeah.
Horrible movie.
I loved it.
But I loved it as a kid.
We mentioned like the best movies on the AFI list, and Kyle's like never heard of it. We mentioned Ghost Dad. Kyle's like, oh yeah, Ghost Dad.
Favorite movie.
Yeah, top 5.
Top ever. Not even Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier movie. Top ever.
Top ever.
Yeah, there was this general store in St. Peter, a place called St. Peter near where I grew up.
In Wisconsin.
Yes.
The gates of heaven.
They rented movies out at the time. So, they barely had
Would you say a
anything.
hardware store?
Yeah, it was like a general hardware store.
They
With
put on
movies.
Yeah,
They
and
put
they
on
had
movies.
no, they had a random VHS rental section.
Yeah.
and Ghost Dad was always there. So for some reason, we rented it like.
So you can get like a
100
power
times.
tool. You can get like a screw gun, and then
Yeah.
you could go rent Ghost Dad.
Yes.
And then go kill your dad with it.
And then he'll be your Ghost Dad. You live it in real life.
Hey, I got a ghost dad.
Or
Yeah.
kill yourself after watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like the better option.
Didn't he get hit by a car in the movie?
It's actually a
bus
rip
hits
off
him.
of Beetlejuice because it falls off a bridge into water.
Oh, that's how he dies
yeah.
originally? I remember a school bus going through him.
So it actually rips off Ted Kennedy.
I did not drive
Chappaquiddick.
off that Chappaquiddick.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm your ghost dad.
That's the first Kennedy impression of the episode of 2022, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
welcome to the year.
Yeah.
but not the last.
This will not be the last Kennedy impression.
But yeah, anything else about Sidney Poitier? Really legendary actor.
Yeah. And big in the civil rights era and stuff.
Absolutely. Just his existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being the most popular leading actor and being a black man at that
Freedom
time.
Marcher.
I wish there was like a story, like a Hollywood story of him like slapping the shit out of Al Jolson.
Is that real? Or just
No,
like
I just wish it like I wish someone would have whooped the shit out of Al Jolson. Back
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Like
He's a black actor, and then at the same time, there's a guy
Not
like
really,
putting
though.
lipstick on.
No,
and
he was after Al Jolson.
really.
Yeah.
Oh,
What, a guy can't put on lipstick, Kyle?
yeah.
You're getting into a lot of trouble with
Al
that.
Jolson's like 1910. It's like the first.
No, he's after that.
Well, all right, the 1920s. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like
well, the
40s and
jazz singer
50s.
came out in the late 20s.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to take a film class or something. Read a Wikipedia page or
they
something.
have those.
But Poitier could have slapped the shit out of Bill Cosby.
Should have.
Yeah, someone should've.
Instead, he directed a movie with
Yeah.
a vehicle for him.
Yeah.
All right.
Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Next on the list, Peter Bogdanovich,
Bogdanovich.
Great director.
The Bog.
Yeah. My favorite thing about him was he was on The Sopranos. He played the therapist to Tony Soprano's therapist, to Lorraine Bracco in that. And he had this weird thermos. You got to watch the show in order to kind of understand what I'm talking about. But he had a weird water thermos that it was like he'd screw the top off, and it just seemed like a very intentional weird thing. And I heard actually one time Jonah Hill at a party really just started grilling him about it. And eventually he gave in and just said, I just brought it from home.
What's with the thermos, man?
Yeah. I'm sure Jonah Hill was wasted, just like, what the fuck was that all about?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why I like that so much, but very talented director.
Yeah, I think it was the lucky thermos.
Yeah.
For his
I
career.
guess. So,
I mean,
but-
Jonah Smith got into a lot of trouble with like getting in a lot of fights. He actually slapped the shit out of Al Jolson.
Oh, and you said Jonah Smith too. So like, what the fuck?
Who's Jonah Smith?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill? He was trying to say Jonah Smith. What the?
I was getting too ahead of myself. I saw the punchline.
He thought
coming.
he had something locked and loaded to crush with, and he had to run with it. He didn't care if he got the last name correct.
So I guess I'll just move on and say
That's probably the best
that
route.
Bogdanovich exploded onto the scene with the Last Picture Show. He had done a movie with Boris Karloff called Targets before that got attention.
Boris.
And Last Picture Show, just about the death of the cinema houses.
Black and white movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cloris Leachman won an Oscar for it. He went on. He did movies like that in the 70s. Some weren't so successful. He did a movie called At Long Last Love with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
And that totally flopped. It's a musical.
Oh, with Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, with Burt Reynolds singing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I couldn't picture that.
He dumped his first wife for Sybil Shepherd, who he met with the Last Picture Show.
Good move. Good
can't-
move.
can't
And they
blame him
had
there.
a love affair that cooled down by the end of the decade.
Yeah.
And then he met a Playboy model
Ooh.
named Dorothy Stratton. And she starred in one of his movies called, the name escapes me. It was with John Ritter as well.
Ooh.
And Audrey Hepburn and Ben Gazzara.
Kiss of death.
So they had a love affair then. And in the middle of their love affair, Dorothy's ex-husband brutally murders her.
Oh my God.
Oh, they all laughed. That's the name of the
That's
movie.
the name of the movie.
Boom. 1981.
So after the murder, Bogdanovich was depressed.
Despondent.
Yeah. And he never got over it. And he ended up marrying Dorothy's younger sister.
Oh, it looks like he did get over it a little bit.
And in the midst of all this, recovery in the 80s, he directed the movie Mask with Cher.
Oh, with Eric Stoltz as Rocky Dennis?
Yeah. You laugh, but oh my God.
That was Kyle laughing for the record.
That movie, I rewatched that movie, and I didn't expect it to be that powerful.
Yeah.
It's really powerful. It's really well
I remember
done.
as a kid watching, I'm like, this is some real shit. Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott is great in it.
Great
As Cher's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Cher has a disfigured son.
Yeah.
And he's just got the best attitude in the world.
Yeah.
And society just saw him as this monster.
Like, that's what happens.
But it's a really good movie, and he got in a fight with the studio, though. He wanted all Bruce Springsteen songs, but the studio opted for Bob Seger, who was cheaper.
Oh, yeah. I remember Bob Seger songs being in that. But Bruce Springsteen's a ball buster when it comes to, like, doing anything.
Yeah. So Bogdanovich couldn't get over that. So even though the movie's a hit, critically and commercially, he's suing the studio over it because, they didn't, they changed the songs on me and I didn't get final cut.
Wow.
So then he was basically thrown out of Hollywood after that. And
Well, that's
was
such a
his
crazy
last
stand to make.
Yeah, but it shows how
He must really hate, what's his name? Who did the music?
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger. He must really hate Bob. A lot of people hate Bob Seger.
But the thing is, when you
Fuck
see the
night moves.
Yeah. When you see the movie, though, I actually couldn't imagine Bruce Springsteen's music being better than Bob Seger because the mom is in a biker group.
Yeah.
And it just fits. Like the
Sam
music
Elliott
works.
screams Bob Seger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in that movie, too. He looks very grizzled and, you know.
That could have catapulted him to another level, even though he's already a legendary director.
Yeah.
But he kind of fizzled out after that as a director. But besides being a director, he was a film historian. He was really good friends with Orson Welles, and he published books of interviews with other directors like Orson Welles.
Right.
And just a really interesting guy. And
I just remember him with the handkerchief around his neck all the time. He always had a brand new handkerchief around his neck. I was like, what's that all about? But I think it was just a style thing.
Mr. Film Director.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ronnie Spector.
Oh,
the next one. Phil
Briefly
Spector's
married to Phil Spector.
Yeah.
Lucky her.
Ex-wife. Yeah, she got away.
She got the
one
name.
that got away.
Literally got away. But she kept the name.
She kept the name.
Yeah, that's very odd.
Recorded some classic hits like Be My Baby.
Yeah. Well, she did that with him, but
Yeah.
then afterwards, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs. I just remember I heard a story Brian Wilson would just listen to that song over and over for days and days and days.
Oh, yeah, he considers it the greatest song ever made.
Yeah.
Be My Baby by the Ronettes.
Wow.
It's a great song. It's
It
the
is a
song
great
in
song.
Goodfellas when they come into the Copa Bianca, Copacabana from the back, and they do all that whole one tracking shot thing. That's Be My Baby.
Yeah.
The Wallace sound.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Ronnie Spector.
And then, oh, wait, that's 2020. Yeah, that's 2022 so far.
2022 in a shell right
All right.
there. Boom, boom.
Now we're going back.
Yeah,
In Memoriam,
now we
2021.
You haven't had enough in Memoriam. We're going to re-Memoriam.
We're moonwalking back over the new year to 2021 now.
Yeah. I mean, should we start with the biggest ones or start with the bottom?
Can I start with the one I want to talk about?
Yeah,
the
let's
most?
do it.
That's been the stick in my craw. You'd say that, right?
Sure.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Fuck you, Kyle.
The thorn in my
The
side.
thorn in my side. I'll say that. This one is Markie Post. Because my Twitter account is Murky Post at Murky Post.
Oh, I never put that together.
And it's a play on Markie Post, which most people do not get.
I get it, Mark.
So it's like murky.
Merc.
I'm doing Murky Post. You get it?
I get it.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I was a big fan of her. Night Court, I would just watch it on nonstop. I would just watch marathons of that all the time when I was a kid. I
Classic
loved it. Great
sitcom.
show. Yeah, Larroquette.
John Larroquette, who was in Twilight Zone, the movie.
Yeah.
Drunk as a skunk.
Yeah, he couldn't get around Hollywood because he was too drunk.
And what's his name? The tall guy. Hilarious. The bald guy.
Oh, bullshit.
That was the character, right?
That was the character.
Yeah.
What was the guy? Richard Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Richard
so
Mall.
funny.
Yeah, and Roz was great.
Yeah.
And, they just have like kind of characters
really
kind
good show.
of come and go. And I think it wasn't a spinoff, but I think Harry Anderson got that show from Cheers. He was on that. as the like grifter on Cheers. And then
that's
then he got
right.
his own show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedian magician.
Yep. He passed
died
away a
too.
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
I didn't
that.
realize that.
And he had a sitcom in the 90s that he started.
Yeah, another one. What the
Yeah.
hell was the
Like
name of that?
like Dave's World or
Yeah,
Oh,
something.
based on Dave Barry.
Oh no shit.
And Markie Post would show up in movies. Most notably, I would think for me is There's Something About Mary. She played
Oh my god.
Cameron Diaz's
I can't
mom.
believe I forgot about that
and,
too.
And
yeah.
like one of the most memorable scenes in a comedy.
with
I
Keith
would
David
say.
as the husband, who's
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
Who I met recently, really nice guy.
Oh really?
They catch Ben Stiller spying on them and the zipper. And basically, she's the catalyst for the whole movie, Markie Post, in some ways.
She is?
Well, because Ben Stiller gets scared when he sees Markie Post.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cameron
And he
Diaz
zips
in the
up so
window.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say about like how do you get the balls below the dick or the shaft? Or something?
The beans above the frame.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden Lenny Clark comes in the window. We heard a woman scream over here.
We got a bleeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was masturbating. Oh, that was so good. Yeah.
R.I.P. Markie Post.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go over then. A YouTube user named Matt Campbell kindly reminded us that we missed Helen McCrory
From Peaky Blinders.
She was in Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blind.
The movie The Queen with Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
And some of the Harry Potter movies.
Harry Potter.
And then you got Norman Lloyd, an actor producer. He lived to age 106.
Damn.
And he has the distinction of saying he worked with both Charlie Chaplin and Amy Schumer.
Oh wow.
He was in the movie Limelight with Chaplin and Trainwreck with Schumer.
What a way to end it.
Yeah. And then, of course,
They're two like not really the same thing.
he was working.
Yeah.
Two
Till the end.
pedophiles. No, I'm just kidding. I know Chaplin was. He
You do know that for sure?
Yeah, well, his wife was 14 years old or something.
Yeah, same with Elvis. All these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Amy Schumer. I don't think she's a pedophile.
No, she's not. I mean, what do I know? But
Yeah.
And we have Ned Beatty, character actor. He's one of those Network.
Yep.
Excellent in Network. He's one of those like Jack Warden and Peter Boyle, where I grew up seeing them in really stupid movies.
Yeah.
And then when I got older, I was like, oh my God, they had this whole important acting career.
Because you just knew Jack
before
Warden
I
from
was
Dirty
born.
Work.
And Problem Child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ned Beatty, like movies like Ed and His Dead Mother, and
Yeah.
And then you see like, oh my God, he was in Network, he was in Nashville, Robert Altman's Nashville,
Yeah.
and Deliverance.
Yeah, Deliverance.
Deliverance, he actually took that very seriously.
What, the anal rape part?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
On in an interview with Bob Costas in the 80s, he said that he'll never top that movie. He thinks it's a great, important movie. And he even viewed himself as some sort of advocate for victims because of that scene.
Yeah. I could
Where
see
they
that.
make him squeal like a pig.
Yeah.
And then he said, throughout his career, some people would come up to him and say that, squeal like a pig. And he hated that.
Oof.
Well, you don't want to make light of that as the actor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He kept working though. That's why like Dave Chappelle quit for so long, because people would come up to him and be like, "I'm Rick James, bitch."
And they probably said worse.
Yeah, and he's like, "You might not call me a bitch in front of my kids."
And he heard a white guy laughing in the audience at one of
A
the
little too loud.
Yeah, at a really racy sketch.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think it was one of the Comedy Central execs or something who didn't like how he laughed or something.
Yeah.
You know, I get that.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ned Beatty,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And then we got Dean Stockwell from Quantum Leap.
Ziggy.
Yeah.
There's rumors that it's coming back.
No, yeah, there was a
Quantum Leap.
a Deadline article about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a computerized Dean Stockwell or a new cast?
New cast.
Okay,
but
good.
The original actor, the main guy,
Scott Bakula.
he is rumored to be
Okay.
involved.
Oh, that's good.
I might take a peek at that.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I'm a Bakula head.
Yeah. Yeah, aren't we all? Somewhere down there.
Yeah, we're all closeted Bakula heads.
He was in Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
Memorably as a creepy guy
Yeah.
sniffing like a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
He was in The Player
Love him in The Player.
So funny in The Player.
Quick part.
Yeah.
With,
he was in
who's
a
that
couple
British
of
guy?
scenes.
Richard Harris. He's in it.
Richard E. Grant.
Richard E.
Where they're
Grant,
pitching their big movie.
I like the part when he goes, "No, you sit here." Like they're about to pitch the movie to Tim Robbins, and he's just like such a weird little minuscule thing.
Yeah.
He goes, "You sit here," and they switch seats.
And him and Richard E. Grant have a certain dynamic in the movie where Richard E. Grant is the pitch guy, laying it all out, and then Dean Stockwell will just randomly add things like, "It's raining."
Not a dry eye in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like when real quick Dean Stockwell goes, "Your last movie was a bomb." he's talking to Richard E. Grant is just they have a great dynamic. So rest in peace.
And then he was nominated for an Oscar for Married to the Mob.
Yeah, that movie was atrocious.
It's really not a bad movie though. It's it's a comedy, and it's Jonathan Demme, Silence of the Lambs.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember that movie
Uncle to
playing
Ted.
on
I was gonna say.
Comedy Central all the time.
Oh, I know. See, Comedy Central though, in the same slate, they would play Mannequin 2 on the Move, and then Married to the Mob. How do you know what's a good movie at a certain point?
Soul Man.
Yeah, exactly. It's sandwiched
Soul
between
Man,
Soul Man and Mannequin 2.
And then PCU would play like nonstop.
Yeah.
But I like PCU.
So you might want to give it a rewatch.
Okay, I'll give it a
Married to the
shot.
Mob. All right, R.I.P. And then Willard Scott.
Oh.
The Today Show
weatherman.
Yep.
Yeah. He was in other things too after that, I feel like.
He was the
wasn't
original
just-
Bozo the Clown.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Wow.
mom told me that actually a couple of weeks ago. I was
Was
kind of
Bozo
shocked.
the Clown based in Boston, or am I remembering that wrong?
Like a WGBH thing?
Yeah, I think it was. I know it aired
That
on
I
it. I
can't-
might be wrong.
Why I'm feeling Chicago, but
Ooh.
I don't know why.
Just out of local pride.
Maybe.
You're right.
Really? It was Chicago?
It was a WGN TV.
Oh.
Bozo Circus debuted September 11th, 1961.
That was before any of the September 11th meant anything.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Well, now we have a
Never forget.
Now we have a third September 11th. Yeah, funny guy. You know, he was a goofball on TV, and rumor has it that Bryant Gumbel hated him.
Really?
Brian Gumbel seems to hate everyone.
Yeah. Well, because they're polar opposites, they're personas.
Yeah. Maybe he's just too wacky for him.
But Al
Brian
Roker,
Gumbel takes himself very seriously.
yeah, and someone like Al Roker would get along much better with him. And in fact, Roker said he was a mentor.
Oh. Well,
So, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was Ronald McDonald.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was.
Wow, yeah. Bozo the Clown, then Ronald McDonald. So Bozo, he was 1962. Ronald McDonald, 1963 to 1971. That's crazy.
And then Wacky Weatherman for the majority of his career. So
wow.
Was he like a local branch of McDonald's? He was the was he just a spokesman?
Schaumburg.
Yes, Schaumburg, Illinois.
So he was always some level of being a creep.
That's so funny.
Seems like it.
No, he was jolly.
Yeah.
I remember him as a kid.
Well, he was always
Made me
known
laugh.
for calling out older people for getting 100 or
Yes.
like
Right.
the older ages.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was his big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that blew my mind when I was a kid seeing that segment.
Yeah.
Because it would be like, happy birthday to Betty Lou Thomas. And
Yeah.
she's 107 today.
I
I'm like, people
totally
live that long?
She's so shocked at her name being called that she just has a heart attack and dies.
Right.
Good way to go out, though. Yeah, your name being called on live public television.
Yeah, there was like a YouTube video that came out a few years ago where this woman turns like 102 and like her granddaughter's like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you." And she's like, "I wish I was dead."
Cut the camera.
And that was a gag on the Golden Girls, I believe.
Oh, Willard Scott was on an episode. I think I remember that.
Where Estelle Getty says her and her friends would write into the Today Show lying that they were 100.
Oh,
so they
that's
could get on TV.
hilarious.
That's great. Does that bring us into another?
Soon.
Okay.
I'm still on that list from that YouTube user.
Oh yeah.
Matt Campbell. he was upset that we also didn't mention. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm
Art
already
LaFleur.
You know what? I'm already bleeding list, so who cares? I was reading from my list too, so now we're off of that YouTube user.
Okay.
But yeah, Art LaFleur, character actor who was in The Sandlot, playing the Babe.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
And he was in Man of the House with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase.
Great flick.
Where he plays a guy that's into this group where they act like Indians. I don't think
Native
this movie,
Americans or people
Native
from the
Americans.
country. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think this movie could be made today.
I would not make that
That's the
movie.
whole movie. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
They're all like doing Native American customs, and none of them are
Like that teacher,
Native American.
Like that teacher in the class that did the wearing the headdress doing that.
Yeah,
dance
like
and stuff. Yeah, like whoa.
It was like the movie Peter Pan, the cartoon.
Yeah.
So Art LaFleur, R.I.P., and then Eddie Mekka Heine Ho. He was on Laverne and Shirley as one of the main parts, and I noticed he was from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh my!
So I
And you
Worcester.
pronounced it correctly.
Did
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, a lot of people say Worcester.
Worcester. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that. but-
Worcester.
Welcome to Worcester.
Yeah.
$1.25, please.
And then the last couple I noticed we didn't mention are Stephen Sondheim,
Yes.
the famous playwright, West
Sweeney
Side
Todd.
Story, Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods. I really loved Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney
I
Todd's
saw
great.
the Tim Burton movie. I thought it was awesome.
Really? I gotta watch that.
And then it was a show with Angela Lansbury in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, and then I saw his show Into the Woods, not the movie, but Netflix used to have the original performance of it. And it was a really interesting show. His lyrics are very complex, very smart. But if the actor can do it right, it's pretty magical.
Yeah.
Like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
So talented.
Wait, so you're saying it was a TV series?
No, it was, the Into the Woods I saw, they just had a recorded performance of it on Netflix that I saw.
Okay.
But Sweeney Todd was a Broadway show. And it started in the 80s with Angela Lansbury in the Helena Bonham Carter role.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying, all his shows have that element to it, just really fast paced. And,
He was Lin-Manuel Miranda before there was a Lin-Manuel.
exactly it. Yes.
Yeah. The high school play I was in, the only one was West Side Story.
Oh,
I was
Were you
one
a
of the
Jet?
Jets. Yeah.
I could see you as a jet.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The new one was just like, oh my god! These,
You watched it?
Skinny little twerps, just like, hey, I'm gonna do you in, buddy. it's like these little like kind of tiny like skinny guys are like, I'm not buying this at all.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude.
Well, it bombed.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
You're the only person I know that's seen it.
Yeah.
I saw it because I was back in Boston, just bored as
You
fuck.
went to the theater.
I went to the theater.
But
I saw
you
it in Cambridge.
You didn't see Spider-Man yet, though.
No.
Oh my
So
god.
you saw
your mind
West
would have been
Side
blown.
Story over Spider-Man.
Yes.
Whoa!
Scream
dude.
5. Nothing. Nothing.
Well, that just came out. But
Well, I was being a nice
yeah, that's
son, and
right.
I took my mom to a movie, and she.
okay, that's
and
nice.
Nor would I really want to. It's really a toss up. What do I like less in West Side Story or Spider-Man? I don't like either of them. So
Yeah. Another one we forgot, Joan Didion, a writer. She won the Pulitzer Prize for The Year of Magical Thinking.
Great book.
And her nephew,
Yeah.
Griffin Dunn, directed a Netflix documentary about her.
oh really?
Yeah.
And Griffin Dunn's sister was one of the people in Poltergeist who died, right?
Yeah, Dominique Dunn.
Yeah, her boyfriend killed her.
yes.
Murdered. Yeah.
And his dad, Dominic Dunn, became a true crime writer
Yeah.
after that. Very influential true crime writer.
Wow.
And then we got Beverly Cleary, who wrote the
Ramona.
Ramona Quimby series and Dear Mr. Henshaw. So
I don't remember Dear Mr. Henshaw, but I remember Ramona Quimby.
Oh, that's the one where it's like they're pen pals, and the whole book consists of letters between Mr. Henshaw and this kid. But you learn everything about life through their letters.
Wow.
Gotta look into it.
I didn't really care for the book as a kid.
It's probably a NAMBLA special.
Show your NAMBLA card, get 10% off.
No, I
It's
don't.
a pop-up book with them.
It was. It's fine. It teaches kids a lot of things. It's cool. Whatever. All right. Michael Constantine. Thinner. Yeah, he was in Thinner. He played the gypsy that gives the main character the curse.
I never watched
it. And he says thinner.
No, I remember that people would say that, but I was like, I never watched that movie. It's Stephen King?
Yeah, it's a fun movie. I recommend it. Thinner. Yeah, it's like a cult classic for me.
First movie I was ever allowed to get on pay-per-view.
Really?
Yeah, Thinner.
It's fun, isn't it?
It was super fun.
Yeah.
It kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, it's freaky. Oh, yeah, it definitely is.
It's like, I'm never going to a carnival again.
The Curse of the White Man from Town. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should see it.
Why does it have to be a white man?
No, that's in the movie, silly.
God.
Another side note is the director of Thinner is a guy named Tom Holland.
I've heard of that name before.
You
sure have.
This really, gets my goat.
Here we go.
Remember how I said there was a guy named Michael Cimino?
Yeah.
This young actor who shared the name with the director of The Deer Hunter.
Yep.
And then there was John Riley in our other in Memoriam, who John C. Riley respectfully added the C, because there was another John Riley.
That's SAG rules.
Hold on, though.
Alejandro's got a gripe coming on.
Tom
let's
Holland. This director, he directed the first Child's Play. He's
Oh, wow.
He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Then you got this kid out of nowhere starring in Spider-Man,
Oh,
who doesn't even give a F that there was another Tom Holland.
Hey, that's union rules, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the DGA versus the
I
SAG.
know, but respect. Shouldn't you just, out of respect, throw in a W or something?
Tom D. Holland.
There's Paul Thomas Anderson. One is the director of really dumb, like Kate Beckinsale. What are those monster movies that she does?
Oh, the werewolf ones?
Yeah.
Woo.
Whoa.
Hello.
That's a first. I don't like that.
That's the ghost of Betty White.
That's Michael Constantine.
Yeah.
Saying thinner. That's what it sounds like in ghost language. After the holidays, I wouldn't mind if Michael Constantine gave me that curse.
Yeah.
Dinner. All right. I guess I'm over the Tom Holland thing now. And that, I guess we're getting right down to the big ones. You take it over from here then.
Boom. John Madden, Raiders coach, sports commentator, video game, not only star, but mogul.
Mm-hmm.
He might be the first biggest sports brand. I mean, first and biggest, I would say. Like, he made
outside
himself
of like Michael Jordan or something. Well, Michael
Yeah, I
Jordan
guess.
video game wasn't really
No.
great. He come out with bad video games.
It is an apt connection, I think, to make with Madden is for video games what Jordan became for shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the George Foreman grill of video games.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
will.
Do you remember Bill Walsh had like a video game career? He did the college though. There was college games.
I never
Bill
I
Walsh's
hated the college games.
NCAA. And
Yeah.
they were okay, but nothing compared to Madden. Madden's
Yeah.
the best.
And it
Yeah.
started simply as this computer game in the late 80s. When
Right.
you look at, you
like
can
X's
see
and
the
O's.
original. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, the star of it really were Madden's plays,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah,
people
the
found
playbook.
easy to understand.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's been saying, is that he made football,
Palatable.
Palatable.
Yeah.
I was talking about him with when he died. I was back east when he died, and I guess my dad was saying when he was a coach of the Raiders, I think what really kind of was his downfall was he really like made his players like work their asses off and like hit like a motherfucker the other team.
Yeah.
And one guy in particular, I think he was from Dorchester, got paralyzed.
Whoa.
And it was one of the Raiders players. I think Madden always kind of felt bad about that.
Wow.
And that was something that made him kind of want to give up the life of being a NFL coach.
Jeez.
Wow. I've never even heard. Darryl Stingley,
Yeah.
a New England Patriots player, suffered a life-changing spinal cord injury in a preseason game against Madden's Raiders in 1978.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. So one of his players hit that Patriots guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've never heard of that.
Boom.
Wow.
He
Darryl
f- he
Stingley
felt
died
bad
in
about it.
2007.
Yeah.
Oof.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's bad.
Well, rest in peace to Darryl Stingley, and John Madden.
Yeah, and his favorite, I might add, was Brett Favre.
Oh, that was his favorite player?
favorite player ever, and
Favorite dick pic?
and his okay, let's not get into that.
But just for his off the
field
off the
antics.
field antics. Not for his play at all.
I didn't even know he played.
I might add that Kyle showed us all the dick pic at a recent
Full disclosure.
happy hour.
Yeah. It's sad.
Favre's dick pic, by the way.
Yeah.
Not Kyle.
It was really mine.
Yeah.
But
What do you guys think?
and
Oh,
then
boy.
Madden's favorite stadium was Lambeau Field.
Hey.
So,
Nice.
what do you think of that? You fucking East Coast Boston.
I think all three of us should be there next year because the Patriots are traveling to Lambeau Field, and I'm going.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is Aaron Rodgers?
Give me a
gonna be
ticket.
playing?
I'll pay you.
Huh?
Is Aaron Rodgers going to be?
That's,
The quarterback?
TBD. Yeah, we'll see.
TBD, yeah.
I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to
After-
Chicago, maybe.
After he wins the Super Bowl, you think he's gonna leave?
Hey, if he goes to the Super Bowl, I'll be very happy because that means Tom Brady did not get in.
Right.
That
Let's go
son of a
Bucks.
bitch.
I think the Bucks are looking pretty good, and I'm
So are the
bruised.
Packers.
Okay,
All right, but
Getting off track here.
Let's get back on track, Kyle.
Yeah. John Madden, rest in peace. We got anything more on him? It's
the great Frank Caliendo impression is just something I think about whenever I think of John Madden.
It's a classic. I think it was like one
He
of the first
built a
ones.
career on just doing that.
Yes. And then Sunday football on Fox, he got on all the time doing like the pre-show, just going like, boom.
And then for some reason he was doing blackface as Barkley, and that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He was the Al Jolson of the sports world.
But he would just
Back to blackface.
he would just crush all the time as Madden on those shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No matter where he went, he would do like a lot of corporate events. I think he just like did that wherever. He just made like over
Millions.
like $2 million
Yeah.
a year or something doing
Yeah.
that shit.
So crazy.
Well, now he's SOL.
Yeah.
Who? Oh yeah, now that he's dead. Yeah.
Well, he could just keep going and be like, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember who Al Jolson was?
With the angel costume on. With the boom, I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, John Madden, in the Outback steakhouse bus he drove across country instead of flying everywhere. That was an odd thing.
Yeah,
Right.
I remember in Little Giants he had his own. He always had his own bus. It
always.
wasn't always the Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah. Well, it was towards it was for a while. It was
Yeah.
the Outback bus. They're like, the Outback bus is here.
Thank you for mentioning that. That was his only prominent movie appearance.
Little Giants.
Little
Wow.
Giants.
He was good in that. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I watched it somewhat.
The annexation of
recently
Puerto
again.
Rico. That was the big
Yeah.
play they did.
Right, that actually, that is a famous scene. Like sports people love to talk about that scene in that play
Oh,
at
really?
the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
I read something about it where it was that they tried to do it once in a game.
And it didn't work out.
Not
It was very
exactly.
intricate. Maybe
Yeah.
too much going on, even for those kids too.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they pull that off?
Yeah.
Well,
I call
in
bullshit.
movies they can do some magical things
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes.
They didn't really shrink the kids either.
Wait, what?
But the Blair Witch Project was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Real
spoil it for
scary.
you again, Kyle.
Big spoiler.
All right. Anyone else we forgot? Or anyone else that died after?
Anyone
in
else that
memoriam?
just
Yeah, should
died
we
while
Google
we've been
right now?
podcasting?
Oh no, I was joking. We know who's left.
Who?
Betty White.
Oh, Durr.
yeah.
Hello.
Briefly mentioned earlier, but
Yeah, we kind of mentioned her.
we wanted to hold back and then
I also wanted to say we
Unleash
briefly mentioned Ed Asner in the In Memoriam.
Yeah.
But we didn't really. So I just want to say real quickly, Mary Tyler Moore,
did I mention the
Elf.
The Boondocks?
did I mention the time I saw him driving to the Burbank airport?
No.
You did not.
Yeah, I saw him in shotgun driving to the Burbank airport, and not really much of a story here, but I just
But you saw him.
I saw him.
I
I'm
saw
like-
him in motion in a vehicle.
Yeah.
and he looked not happy, but like
He never looked
yeah,
happy.
I think that was kind of his default
That was
mode.
his thing. Yeah. All right. So Betty White
Yes.
lived to be 99, just weeks shy of her 100th birthday, which
99.9.
yeah, which just happened like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was back home, I saw that magazine that People magazine on my mom's table there. The Betty White happened to be 100 or whatever it was.
Betty White turns 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really got ahead of them.
Don't jump. That's why you should never jump the gun on anything.
Yeah. It's
Nothing's in the bag in
like
this
Dewey
life.
beats Eisenhower or Ike wins
Right.
or whatever that is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Yep.
do that shit.
Or Madam President. Newsweek had Hillary Clinton on the cover in 2016, and it said Madam President with her smiling.
Or Gore
Hilarious.
wins or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. To be fair, I mean, what are the odds? They thought she'd last another couple weeks.
I had her in a death pool in 2010. And
Who are you
I
doing
was
these death
shocked.
pools? Do you do these every year?
I did for a while, and then I was like, this is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because Betty White fucked me for like 5 years, and I was like, enough of this.
Wait, what?
He's trying out his material.
Yeah, he's trying out a bit.
No, I mean, it's legit.
Oh, you had
She
you had
fucked you 'cause
sex
you were doing
with
the pool?
with Betty White.
With Eddie White, her brother. Yeah.
Hey, Eddie White here. I'm the brother of Betty White. I'm a different person.
I'm only
altogether.
83.
Yeah. I'm a spring chicken.
This is a really good tribute so far to Betty
Oh my
White.
God, it's the worst one ever. Kyle's been betting on her dying for the past 20 years.
Yeah, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? Anyone who's
I
in
don't have a dead
a
pool.
celebrity death pool. I mean, people do them.
Although with the podcast, maybe we could start one.
Yeah.
Actually,
We start our own sports book, but for dead people. It's like it's in casino where they start the sports book in the casino.
Oh, yeah.
But we start the dead pool.
The dead book.
she was also on Mary Tyler Moore.
Was she? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then she did the Golden Girls,
Yeah.
and what can you say about that? Perfect casting.
Yeah, that show was
Hilarious.
just put together so well. It was so good.
Yeah. She was, the not so bright one of the group.
She was a ditzy one. I saw
Yeah.
like some outtakes on Twitter, like some video outtakes, and it was so funny. She was just improvising, and she was just cracking them up, and like it was like unusable for the final show. But like she was just like, improvising, coming up with new shit, and just kind of riffing. It was great.
Yeah. And B. Arthur reportedly didn't like her.
Really, because
Yeah.
B. Arthur wanted to be the funniest one there.
Well, not exactly. She got tired of the nice lady shtick. She thought it was a shtick, like a put on. That no one can be that cheerful and nice.
She was just a hardened bitch.
pretty much.
Yeah, B. Arthur. I wouldn't fuck her with B. Arthur's dick.
Yeah. And
That's from one of the roasts. What
Yeah.
roast is that?
I believe maybe Jerry Stiller.
They made callbacks to that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, B. Arthur wasn't happy with that joke either. I heard.
Why would she be?
I heard someone talking about that on a podcast where she wasn't happy about it. So I
Oh
believe
my
Jeff
God.
Ross said it.
Yeah.
And he had to send her flowers afterwards.
Yeah. He had his 15-year-old
Oh my
girlfriend
God.
send the flowers.
Oh, Jesus. we can't get into the Jeff Ross rabbit hole right now.
Who is safe these days?
Nobody's safe. So yeah, she would show up in things, here and there after the Golden Girls,
Yeah.
and including Lake Placid.
Yeah.
No, but after the Golden Girls, I think she got stuck with that, the Seinfeld actors all did. They really couldn't do much else. Like Julia
Yeah.
Louis-Dreyfus got really lucky with that Veep. It's very rare that lightning strikes twice like that.
Yeah.
Michael Richards got nothing.
Yeah, well, he was
No
good
headlines or
He
anything?
was great at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Whatever part he was playing there.
Yeah, they compared that.
Al Jolson.
Yeah, they compared it to Al Jolson.
Why did you just punch Al Jolson in the face? What are you talking about, Kyle?
Yeah. But in Lake Placid, Betty White says lines like, "If I were a man, this is where I would tell you to suck my dick."
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gave her a potty mouth in that movie because she
Yeah.
feeds the big
Is she
crocodile in
she's
it.
talking the animal when she
Yeah,
says
and
that?
she was an animal activist. So in the movie, it's actually very fitting. She is on the side of the crocodile.
Is that the
Yeah.
movie with Bridget Fonda?
Yes, and
Yeah.
Bill Pullman.
I always had a
Yeah,
big
she called
crush
Bill
on him.
Pullman a cocksucker.
Yes.
And he died. That killed him.
Bill Pullman's still alive. You're thinking of Bill Paxton.
Oh, he
Yes.
died. Yeah.
But,
I wasn't even doing a bit there. I really thought they were the same person. He was
Yeah,
dead.
I think they get that a lot.
Bill
Yeah.
Pullman's great.
Yeah, he was in every disaster movie in the 90s.
Bill
Yeah.
Paxton or Pullman?
Independence Day.
Pullman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both great.
Yes, they were.
I say were. Bill Pullman's not dead, guys.
And Betty White then had a resurgence when she was in the movie The Proposal with Sandra Bullock in 2009. And then there was a petition on Facebook to get her to host Saturday
SNL.
Night Live.
Yes.
And she killed it.
Yeah.
And then she was on a show called Hot in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
And just comfortably, always pretty much working very comfortably. And she was America's grandma, beloved.
With no grandkids of her own, no kids.
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So, anything else about Betty White?
Career woman gone too soon.
Legend.
Gone too soon.
Career woman gone too. What the fuck is that even
career
mean?
woman, that's quite a phrase.
Yeah. She was
It
a
sounds
career.
like Melanie Griffith in Working Girl.
Yeah, like she's bringing a briefcase on the train every day into her acting.
Well, you'd think she'd have kids. She was working all the time.
Don't judge her
It's
for
not
not
a
having
judgment
kids.
call.
Some people should be so lucky to
She's a
not
modern
bring kids
woman.
on this planet.
Yeah.
Kids like you.
Yeah. You animal.
Jinko jean wearing kids.
What's up? Punch Al Jolson?
By you, I meant just,
Kyle Plouffe.
shit person. Not you exactly.
Everyday shit American.
Yeah. All right. So I think we covered this year and last year's deaths.
Yep.
No one else died while we were doing this. Imagine that though. It's just how many people in the world have just died.
They're
since we've been
right
talking.
now.
Yeah.
Someone just died right now.
Dead.
Don't you hear that?
Dead.
Yeah, a bunch.
Crazy.
Carlin had a great bit about that. I got to.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
the pleasure of seeing him in 2005.
Yeah.
Luckily, because I didn't even have money back then to see him. This is Milwaukee. He comes out on stage and he's like, right now, just picture this. He's like, right now, there's someone so depressed. They're getting ready to take their own life.
Yeah.
Like they're putting the noose around their neck. He's like, isn't that great?
I liked his older stuff. I've heard people say he got too angry in the later parts of his career. Like Life Ain't Worth Living.
Life is worth losing.
Life is worth living. Yeah, it's bad for you. It did get a little bit like cartoonish, but that's the only Carlin I knew. That's the only Carlin I knew. I didn't know like the younger 70s stuff.
Goofy guy. Yeah, I knew the grizzled Carlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, life sucks. Fuck you.
We were tempered in human shit.
Yeah, I'll never forget when we were in Orlando as a family. It must have been like 95. And we turn on HBO in the hotel room. Carlin's on there. And he says, fuck Mickey Mouse. It was such a coincidence.
It wasn't Disney programming.
Yeah, exactly.
I love when he comes out. What was the thing he goes? The whole crowd's going nuts. And he goes, why is it, the people against abortion, you'd never want to fuck them or something like that. Like he opens with something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just right on at the end. He was so angry.
Yeah.
And just the perspective.
I'm of that age that I actually watched his multicam show on Fox. I remember watching that as a kid.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It wasn't good, but it was just like, it was funny that he...
Yeah, you liked George Carlin.
Yeah, I just liked him. I just
Yeah.
like watching him. The show was kind of trash, but like...
He was on the kids show Shining Time Station.
Really?
As well.
Yes,
as a conductor.
with Thomas the Train.
Hey, he's got to work,
Yeah.
That's before maybe
Oh my God.
Brain Droppings and all the books came out.
And he played this flamboyantly gay neighbor in the Barbra Streisand movie The Prince of Tides.
Ah,
Another little known Carlin performance.
nice.
Then he did the Kevin Smith era of movies.
Yeah, he actually says Kevin Smith gave him his meatiest role in Jersey Girl.
Oh my God.
Because he got to play like a grandpa character that's sentimental. So he felt like he finally got like a role to play.
And not just like a comedian like role.
Yeah,
like we're
not
just...
like Scary Movie 3 or something.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's our tribute to Carlin as well.
Yeah. Rest in peace, everybody.
Yep. Any final thoughts, guys, about any of that stuff?
I mean, no.
Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth, Kyle.
I asked, he answered.
It's interesting that 2022 has started off with such a bang with people dying, like
unfortunately,
prominent people.
Yeah.
It seemed like nonstop that week. It was like Peter Bogdanovich, Sidney Poitier,
Yeah.
Is it just that it's so much, like it goes to everyone so much quicker with the internet that people are just more aware of everyone dying?
Yeah. And I also think the industry is like bigger than ever, and it's grown to have way more people in it, and everyone's getting older. It's like it's There's
Yeah.
like an avalanche.
This is
coming.
like the baby boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all getting
true.
older and dying off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, well, 2022. Well, it makes more room for other entertainers.
Question mark? Pretty please?
Yeah.
Hey, let me show off my stuff.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I can do.
Hey, Brett 5, calm down over there.
What stuff we talking about? Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we're back. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. We survived
you
the
haven't.
holidays. We survived COVID, food poisoning.
Yeah.
And Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. Yeah.
And not many
What's
people
worse?
do.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, we took a little break, but if you think about it, you know, the Gabby Petito episode we threw in as kind of a bonus throughout the year. So we give and take.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're back, baby.
Mostly giving.
And we did record an entire episode and realized it wasn't being recorded.
But we
properly.
will dig back into that and we'll tell you all about it.
We got a
later on.
better episode coming out of it.
Yeah.
So, you
We'll
know.
tell you who's at fault.
No. We won't tell you what the topic we won't tell you what the topic was, nor who was at fault.
we'll just sneak it in there and you'll love it.
But it rhymes with vile. Moof.
That's a good name to like check into a hotel. Vile Moof.
Hi, I'm Vile Move.
I'm here for my suite.
Oh, you're coming right up, Mr. Moof.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, thanks, y'all, for listening.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to Death and Entertainment.
2022, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.